Hi guys, MrRoflWaffles here. This is your no-nonsense guide to unlock the M13B Assault Rifle in Modern Warfare 2. Once unlocked, you're going to be able to use it in multiplayer and in DMZ. This isn't DMZ exclusive, but to unlock it, we are going to be playing DMZ. Once you've spawned in, pull up your map and look for this hazard symbol inside a yellow circle. It's inside that circle that a high-value target called the Chemist is going to spawn. But this guy is heavy, and so unless you've already played a bunch of DMZ, you've got a good loadout ready to go, and you know what you're doing, I really strongly recommend you going through this little checklist before you jump into that zone. Number 1, do you have a tier 3 armor vest and plenty of armor plates to replenish yourself if you take damage? If you don't, I recommend doing some surrounding objectives first, do some looting, fight through some low tier enemies just so you can get your loadout kind of more fleshed out in the game, just all those sorts of things. And then finally, I really think it's a good idea to have UAV up where possible when you're trying to do this. Now, obviously, that's not something that you're going to come by in every single game, but if there's a nearby UAV tower, absolutely just run through that quickly first, because inside that high-value target zone, there are a lot more enemies, and the AI in there is a lot more, let's say, veteran compared to the recruit level enemies that you normally experience in the mode. So knowing their whereabouts while you're going through the area is really useful, and doubly so because other players are going to be trying to do exactly what you're doing, and so you're going to end up butting heads with them in your quest to unlock this weapon. And if you have UAV active, it's just going to make your life infinitely easier. Now, the one counterpoint to this is that the longer you spend not going for the high value target, the more time it gives to another team that might try and do it first and then steal your thunder. So don't take forever when you're preparing here, and you can always get your tier 3 armor and stuff set up ready in a previous game and then load in with that fresh so that you can jump straight to the HVT if you're so inclined. So once you're ready to go, you're going to enter the little bubble, that circle on the map, and you're going to notice that you start taking radiation damage. The way to avoid this is to either take radiation blocker pills, which you can find in a lot of the medical cabinets around the map and in various other loot stations, or you can just take out an enemy or a couple of enemies that are inside that zone, and they will all have been wearing gas masks, and you can then pick their gas mask up, equip it, and it will protect you for a couple of minutes. It does deplete over time, it doesn't last forever, but it will at least mean that you're not taking continuous tick damage while you're in this radioactive zone. Once you have a gas mask equipped, you're going to want to travel towards the center of the zone. Remember, being very mindful that other players are probably doing the exact same thing in your game right now, and you need to have eyes in the back of your head. In the center of the zone, you'll find the Chemist, the HVT that you need to take down, and if he's not there in your game, if you're finding that the whole radioactive area is a bit empty, it means that you're too late. Someone else has already taken him out, and you're just going to have to try this in your next match. But if you got there first, there's going to be the Chemist surrounded by a bunch of enemies, but you can kind of ignore those enemies if you're stealthy and just snake your way in there, kill the Chemist, take the M13B that he drops, which is actually a special variant of it. It's a pro-tuned version, and then dip out of the radioactive area as fast as possible. Your job now is to just extract, as it would be in any other game of DMZ. You need to save this weapon for yourself, so go to one of the 3 extract locations that are marked on your map, and once you get there, you can call in a chopper, wait a minute, board the chopper, and it will fly you to freedom. Once you've flown to freedom with the M13B in your inventory, you'll have unlocked it in multiplayer and in future DMZ matches if you choose it to be your insured weapon.